Are you self-expressed? I mean, really self-expressed. I know I thought I was, but I just used different masks to cover it up. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking about how I use theater as a mask to cover up my real self and how I'm using Rainbow Hilton to raise $1 million for suicide awareness and prevention. Hello, and welcome back to Rainbow Hilton, the podcast that helps lost and lonely gay youth slay suicide and live. Are you self-expressed? I mean, not like this. You don't have to be like this. But are you really self-expressed to who you are? I thought I was. And in high school, I used theater as an outlet to mask the pain that I was actually feeling. Does this sound like you? I was able to express on stage with the confidence that I was playing a character that wasn't suffering, that had the ability to entertain people. But when I got off stage, I was the kid that was avoiding certain halls and not attending certain parties because I was going to get beat up. The art of self-expression isn't a light switch. It's an unfolding, just like the whole game of life is. But when you discover, like I did, that masking doesn't serve you, it's just hiding the real you, it's okay to be self-expressed. And self-expression is an avenue to share feelings, thoughts, ideas, creations. Rainbow Hilton is an expression I am using to raise $1 million for suicide awareness. And in Rainbow Hilton, I'm sharing all the behind the scenes authentically. I don't like wearing nails. I've never wore these before. June 3rd, I am going to be in drag for the first time. And I'm going to share that. But I'm doing all this to share self-expression is something that we all have. And in this case, I'm just doing it to raise money for the Trevor Foundation. The Trevor Project. Because the Trevor Project has the ability and networking and nationwide coverage to help people like me. I just didn't know it was there. It probably wasn't there when I'm old. But when you can utilize self-expression, going out, doing something, create something, sports, music, fashion, you know you're not stuffing. If you feel stuck, you're not self-expressed because you didn't come here to feel stuck. I spent so many years being stuck. High school, trying to fit in, trying to get people to like me, trying to get teachers to like me, to do my best to make sure that I only ask my mom things that won't make her explode at me. High school's rough. And it can be easier when you know that you don't have to fit in. That you can find support in music, in fashion, in sports, and self-express as that. Keep trying stuff on like you do an outfit. Make sure it fits. Make sure you look good and feel good in it. That's what self-expression feels like. I know you're hungry for self-expression. We all are. We didn't come here to sit around and watch other people do it. Watching other people be self-expressed is like watching the football game and never playing sports. Just sitting on the sidelines, watching the game go by. but you came to play the game. And the faster that you can find your self-expression, the quicker you get to play your game. Come join me. Help me raise $1 million for suicide awareness and prevention. Want to do that? I know somebody who already did. So thanks for joining me in this episode of Rainbow Hilton, the podcast. And the art of self-expression isn't a light switch. And I can't wait to hear how you're doing in your self-expression. Self-expression doesn't demand acceptance. I don't care what other people think of me. If you don't like this podcast, move on. I'm on a mission to raise $1 million for suicide awareness and prevention, and drag is an expression on how I'm going to do it. P.S. Do we know the episode, or do we know the meaning of drag or where it came from? I didn't. So one of the theories I found was drag came from the times of Shakespeare, where women were not allowed on stage. Let's just say that. Now women are all over. Love you, Jennifer Coolidge, Paris Hilton. Dressing resembling a girl. Drag. So, one theory of where drag came from. But RuPaul really says it best. We are all born naked, and the rest is drag. Whether your drag looks like sports, whether your drag looks like a superstar, whether your drag looks like an office person, empire, you get to choose. Be playful with it, and join me next time. Follow your rainbow. Remember to hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. See you next time.